I think just, over 39 weeks, you have a lot of time on your hand. You think about a lot.
Let's go. 10:08, 11 o'clock on the nose. We out of here. And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time as we talk the latest in the world of the association. Yes, that's the NBA and also the WNBA. And we also got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes as we come to you on the platforms of Nested Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Really Super Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it's always the round ball. ISG basketball, as my guy Dennis Scott likes to say, you got to leave it. It's good to be here, guys, talking the latest in the world of the NBA and also the WNBA. All-Star Weekend is here. You got the showcase going on out on the left coast in Los Angeles at the Clippers Stadium, the arena there, the Intuit Dome. So we'll talk all about that in the latest in the world of the NBA and also the W. But shout out to the good folks right here at Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. That's 532 Broadway. Open every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., except on Fridays, 11 a.m. to midnight. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. You can dine in or you can take out, enjoy the home-style cooking or in a warm and a relaxed atmosphere, if you will. You can create your own pie. Look at all those options that you got there. They got the wine bar as well. You got traditional, deep dish, Sicilian. You got pizzas, calzones, appetizers, soups, veal dinners, seafood dinners, poultry dinners, eggplant dinners, all the pastas, baked, traditional, you name it. Got hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, wraps, drinks. It's all here at Pizza Masters in Bayonne. Everyone is family at Pizza Masters. You can take in, or you can take out, or you can dine in. Open every single day of the week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the top left-hand corner of the screen. That is Tobias Wilborn. He's a writer for SI, Sports Illustrated, and SI.com. Usually, he was born down south near the Atlanta area, but now he currently, of course, he traps in those three rivers. It's the confluence, folks. It's the confluence. Those three rivers are, kind sir, from smallest body of water to the largest body of water. You only got three options.
All right, so you got the Monongahela, the Allegheny, and the
Yes,
Ohio. Because they
sir.
form at the confluence.
The confluence.
And they're still frozen, by the way, but it's starting to thaw out a little bit.
Yo, we're like the high 30s, man. It was like, okay, it felt like spring around here, man. Yeah.
Oh, man, look, it got up to like 50 one day, and then it went back 50 with some sun. So I actually ran a few errands, got to the gym a little bit, hit the iron. And then
you hit the iron.
Hey, get the pump, hit the
iron. Hit the iron. It's Gaines, bro.
I'm Hans and he's Franz, and we're here to pump you up.
There you go. You know how it goes. You got to give it that.
Hey,
it's real out here in these streets.
It is.
It does.
Shout out to my guy in the basketball born. That's my Rolly right there. And that's my brother right there. Brother from another mother. My sister from another mister down south. There she is. Peace up A down. She's in the A town. Andrew Richard, little weather report down there in the ATL. ATLians?
30 degrees, 50 degrees. It's 70 degrees down here. I'm flexing like JG was the other day. I was rolling down, windows down and everything today. Okay. It was a nice day out. I hope you guys get that though, for real though, because it's been a brutal
It's coming. We're supposed to be above 40 tomorrow for the first time in like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks.
It's almost as if though the weather is shifting in unprecedented ways.
In patterns?
That if you didn't know any better, goes against patterns.
Right. Well, hey,
that will be considered as change.
Yeah. Well, We'll keep an eye on it, though. The good news is back to these normal temps, if you will, for this time, pretty much nearly mid-February. You guys are ready for a good Valentine's Day? Any Valentine's for you guys?
My Valentine's Day right now is South Carolina versus LSU, baby. I'm about to watch that. It's going to be a great game. Can't wait.
Hey, man, we got pitchers and catchers reported.
Oh, you ain't got nothing to say. Gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and move
pitchers
on.
And catchers.
Pitchers and catchers, yes, they are. Actually, pitchers and catchers reported, I think, Wednesday for the Mets.
But there's still some teams who filtered in spring training.
Full squad to be around this weekend down in Tampa for the Yankees and PSL, Port St. Lucie for those New York Mets. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the rundown here as we talk the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA. We're going to talk about Jason Tatum. How close is he to a return there? You saw him working out with the G League team, 5-on-5 practice there. LeBron. As they're divorced here with the Lakers, Alperen Sengun, he called the ref the B word. KD, 4 players suspended. Big brawl between the Pistons and the Hornets. We'll get into all that. And Clippers player, the inbounds pass, the own pass, and you got it. The Clippers broadcast crew. I don't know what they were thinking during this turnover there. We'll talk all about that. So we got the rules here. As we got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and prizes, man. They're playing NBA 2K26 Hall of Fame is the mode there. Competitive rules 1v1. Current rosters, we like to call those rates. All 30 NBA teams are available. 5-minute quarters, king of the format. You win, you do stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that money. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash and win in 4 straight weeks. And it does get progressively harder, folks. You can win an NBA license zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They make more than gaming chairs. They make gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. Got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA teams. And any custom pieces you might want, check them out online, zipchair.com. Also, if you win 4 straight weeks, you get that zip chair and an official ISG t-shirt. We also got t-shirts and hoodies. The shop, it's open 24 hours a day. Check us out online, theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup of these two people? I was going to say young men. No, we got a little lady playing with the Pistons. And where's Chandler playing with the Hornets? The matchup here, Pistons and Hornets, based off of the topics that we're talking about. No games this weekend because you have the NBA All-Star Weekend. Quick profiles of these two young people, individuals. We'll start with the young lady. She is a little lady playing with the Pistons. There she is, Wendy Fleming from our home state of Tennessee. She's from Chattanooga, Hamilton County there. Not going to talk about her age. Financial services supervisor. How about this? With the Olympics going on, USAB E-National Team gold medalist. Shout out to her, representing the Stars and Stripes there. Uncle Sam's Army. Look at her. Wendy Fleming looking good in her USA t-shirt there. How about the other young person? That would be Chandler Cooks from Dalworth, the Metroplex there deep in the heart of Texas, 22 years of age. He's a college student. And of course, currently, trapping in college and majoring in graphic arts. He's going to be working for ISG Media here very soon. So Chandler versus Wendy here on Nessa Nation of being Sports Channel Players to be in the Black Network. Real quick, we'll take a look at the standings here. Brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop took a word about Sweet Storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store. You got to understand you're getting high quality produce. Folks, we're talking about 20 different varieties of grapes there. And also, pressed juices are online. Check them out online at MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Tobias Wilborn, a pretty sweet record there. I'm just a game back. And Andrew Richmond, we're going to say she is 2.5 games back. Let's go ahead and bring everybody in, and we'll start with ladies first. They're the queen of the show. There she is, Andrew Richmond. All right, who do you have in this one? Are you going to go with your fellow lady? Can you say fellow lady? Yes, I guess you can. A little lady. You got Pistons or you got Hornets? Who you got?
Ooh. Well, guess what, guys? It's none other than the Winter Olympics. Obviously, we know an Olympian, but that's Summer Olympics, right? But I've been still watching the Winter Olympics, especially USA hockey. And guess what? Who else represented the USA? Ladies, where you at? Oh, it's a little lady right here. I'm going to go with my sister girl over here for Detroit basketball. Let's get this up, man.
All right. Okay. You taking a little lady, Wendy Fleming. That'd be the government name, kind of like government cheese. Nabil Swoopon, who you got? You got Pistons or you got those Hornets down there in Charlotte, Queen City?
Man, I have not had much luck either way with Chandler betting for or against him. Every time I pick against him, he wins. Every time I pick him, he loses. So I don't know what to do.
You got a 50-50 proposition here.
Right.
Where are you going?
And I also have not seen Little Lady win, even though she's played some very competitive games.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to go with Chandler here because I'm kind of stuck. So we'll see.
You're going to take Chandler. Chandler, of course, playing with those Hornets. This is a tough one, man. Chandler's my boy. I love it, man. I like rocking with him. But I got to go home state here. I'm a volunteer. She's a volunteer. And I think she's going to volunteer a butt whooping against Chandler today. I'm going to take a little lady. I'm going to take Detroit basketball. Get me a little lady. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. We'll see. It's going to play it out right here on Destination of the Beating Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Little lady, let's lock it up. Playing with those Pistons and Chandler. He's a bad dude. We'll see what he does here. Playing with those Hornets. Good luck, guys. May the best man or woman win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's go ahead and do it right here from Pizza Masters in New Jersey, guys. Let's go right now. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got BK, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It's a sports bar indoor golf lounge with 16 total bays. You got 1 huge VIP suite and 15 other total bays there. You got those simulators and the suites. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 cases. Got other games on there as well with those 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just like an indoor golf lounge or something like that. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're inside of Pizza Masters located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. They're the CBS Sports ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world of the NBA and also the WNBA, as we got a couple of games that are playing for cash and prizes. We're going to talk the latest in the NBA and the WNBA. Those games are playing right now. Pistons against Hornets. It's the matchup that we chose based on the topics that we're talking about. No NBA games this weekend with the NBA All-Star game. Chandler, middle of the screen, playing with those Hornets. They are in white. They're the home team, and right now they have a 1-point lead over the challenger. That is a little lady playing with those Pistons. They're in the dark jerseys, 4-3 early stages here in the first quarter. I got my guy with me, Nabas Wilborn. He's a writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. It's the top right-hand corner of the screen. That is Andrew Richmond. You know that face. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, to the NBA topics here. How about my Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, working out, wrapping up, if you will, here. Working with the Celtics and the G League team, practice 5-on-5. It started with the coaches, a little 5-on-5 action. They'll 5-on-5 with some Celtics two-way players and the G League team Monday and Tuesday this week. Nearly 9+ months after the Achilles surgery and the Achilles injury that he suffered against those Knicks back last May. Let's listen to Jason Tatum talking about being back, things that he's worried about. And he also wanted to caution everyone. He's not saying that he's coming back or he's not coming back. He is coming back. Let's take a listen to Big Deuce, number 0 for the Boston Celtics, a perennial all-star and all-pro player and all-NBA player. Let's take a listen to Jason Tatum right now.
I think just, over 39 weeks, you have a lot of time on your hand. You think about a lot of things, and you're just hyper aware of, what's going on. And I think it would just stem from that. Obviously, I know what I bring to the table and bring to the team, but I'm also aware that these guys have been playing extremely well, and not to say that I would come and mess it up or anything like that. It was just kind of being vulnerable, I guess, for a moment and talking from that perspective. I think just over 39 weeks, you have a lot of time on your hands.
All right, so that was JT, a perennial all-star and all-NBA player for the Celtics, of course, ramping up for those Boston Celtics. Been out since last May when he tore his Achilles. We're looking at 39 to 40 weeks, so about 9.5 months since he last stepped foot on a basketball court. He says, look, I'm not saying that I am going to come back. I'm not saying that I'm not. Now, we do remember just a couple of weeks ago, there was some trepidation in his voice. I don't want to, mess up the chemistry of the team. Now he's sort of kind of getting back in, and he ramped up and had some 5-on-5 with the G League team, the main Boston Celtics team, the main team there. He also says, look, he's got 39 to 40 weeks, and he doesn't want to put a percentage on if he's going to get back. He just says he feels better. Look here, man. Bottom line, we saw LeBron James with the sciatica. Once he went play with the G League team and ramped up, did 5-on-5, he was back within a week. Porzingis did the same thing, 8 to 10 days. Usually when guys ramp up and they play 5-on-5, they're back within a week or two. I don't think it's going to be a week or two for JT. He's coming back, guys. His birthday, March the 3rd. They have a home game the very next day, March the 4th. Somewhere around there, mark it on your calendar. He's coming back next month. Andrew Richmond, am I right here?
Maybe. It really just depends. It really just depends on how he feels. I hope so. As Larry,
it's like a balloon loses all the air.
Right. It really depends, right? Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Earlier online, he posted something online that was talking about the win streaks that the Celtics have done during the regular season, being the 2 seed, top of the offensive standings, and for you to go ahead and potentially do that while having Jaylen Brown in the rafters, this could be a
top 5 guy
potential
in the NBA, top 5 player in the NBA. Yes.
And you know what? Who knows if he'll play at top 5 level when he comes back? But
Probably
either
not.
way, he's definitely going to be probably top 100 quality, right? So that means the Celtics are still going to look better. So there's a lot of pressure on Jason Tatum to go ahead and suit up right now. Top of the standings, really good. But at the same time, I still worry because we know health is up and down. Recovery can be a little bit, non-linear. What was it, like 2 weeks ago? We were saying he's probably not going to get back on court, and now he is. So I guess this is cautiously optimistic. Larry, you're a fan, so I understand right now. We hype. We're ready to go.
I'm thinking with this right here and not this right here.
Right here, right, this right there. Well, let me be this right here. It will happen soon. Whether it happens towards the end of the year, all determines about him. But I would be optimistic if I were a Celtics fan. Hey, why not?
Nabaz, should I couch my optimism here? He talks about progressing in his rehab, 39 to 40 weeks. So if he comes back, you're looking at 10 plus months. Usually, look, most guys sit out about a year, maybe even a year and a half. Is it wise for him to come back?
I mean, probably not. I mean, hey, man, look, they have guidelines for a reason, right? And they have guardrails, guidelines, and different procedures and everything. Want to make sure it's safe. But I do want to say this just as an aside. I really appreciate how the Boston Celtics have handled this. Shout out to Jaylen Brown and that whole crew for them to be, second in the East?
Second in the East.
Right. And to be where they are without him says a lot to that roster development. The roster they have overall.
They've got good depth.
And the way that they have developed it, not by tanking, not by doing some of these other chicanery things.
And got under not the first, second apron, and the first apron.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Tax right
and
now.
So,
there's a lot of incentives.
There's a lot of conversations around the league around tanking and teams not trying. And if nothing else, you could say the Celtics give an honest effort every day and they come out. So, hey, man, if Tatum, I don't think it's wise for him to come back. I can get when people want him to. But either way, I commend that organization. As much as it pains me to say positive things about the Boston Celtics,
right?
just from the history of, we're not going to go there. We're going to be nice today. But I'm saying,
well, they
got it. They're doing it right because
they had a black coach. Had the first black coach,
hey,
first black star player.
Like, I know, but also
first black player.
They also talked, and they also told us how.
Sure,
their crowd is also their crowd.
Yeah,
but I will
nasty.
say this, like Nabias said, though, like there's a lot
they're a good
of
organization.
incentive. Right. There's a lot of incentive this year in particular. There's so many good draft picks this year that are coming out. There's so much incentive to tank. And the fact that they decided not to fall on the sword, I mean, props to them because there are plenty of reasons, especially with those aprons looming.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the tanking.
Brown, man, for real. Like, I really have a lot of respect for him.
Love him.
Even more than I did before.
And that's an Atlanta guy. We're going to talk about the tanking next week. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been shut down by the Utah Jazz. Definitely one of those teams that talk about tanking. I think they just got fined. We're going to get into this next week. Also, I think the Pacers as well. We'll see about that. OKC. Andrew, real quickly, yay or nay? Will he come back this season?
I don't think so. No.
Both you guys know?
I said no last time. I'm going to say yes this time. I don't know, man.
Change your mind. I think he will. I think he's going to get over this. And I guess according to Shams and ESPN and some other reports that I've seen as well, it's going to be in concert decision with about a dozen folks in the room making this decision. I think he's starting to realize, like, look, man, it's okay. It's a mental thing. And, you're going to have to sort of work some of this out throughout the season and in your head. And I think he's going to make that decision. And that decision will be to come back and join a team that's going to be a wide open Eastern Conference. Right now, you mean to tell me if you're the Celtics, are you scared of the Cavs or the Pistons or the Knicks trying to get to the finals? I don't think so. So we'll see. Although the Pistons are playing good, and they got the number one seed right now in the East. Keeping an eye on this game here. Speaking of those Pistons, wow, a little lady, a big lead here over Chandler playing with the Hornets. She's playing with the Pistons. Bottom of your screen there. We're talking to the ladies in the NBA, man. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, good atmosphere, great affordable drinks, man. The libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You've seen that on the show, man. Great costumes, the sombreros, everything is on point there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends, too. They got the beautiful patio as well. The Golden Eagle, it is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of Pizza Masters here in New Jersey, 532 Broadway in Bayonne, New Jersey. Open every single day of the week. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. I'm literally CBS Sports ISG basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza Ring Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. We're the only show that talks and combines traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world, the NBA. No games this weekend, just the All-Star weekend out in LA. Also got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and process, playing NBA 2K26. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that is Chandler playing with the Hornets. They're at White. He is down big here to a little lady. Yes, a young lady. She's not a little lady, not an old lady. She's a young lady playing with the Detroit Pistons. Speaking of ladies, top right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrew Richards. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. My God, next to her, and also right next to me, that is Nabias Wilborn, writer for Sports Illustrated. All right, guys, back to the NBA topics. We're going to talk about this the last week or two. Report last week in, I believe, Post about LeBron James and the Lakers potentially heading for a divorce. Now, it's an NBA insider, I believe Jake Fisher. I think you might know him on the boss. He said it during a live stream that, quote, the Lakers are ready to move on from LeBron, and I think LeBron is ready to move on from the Lakers as well. Now, we all remember the Jenny Buss situation a few weeks ago, on that article on ESPN.com about how maybe she's grown a little tired of LeBron. He did respond and said, look, I'm not going to get into what happens and what people say in newspaper articles. Last year of his contract, of course, they want to move towards Austin Reeves and Luka. Nabas, is this going to be it? I'm starting to believe it, man. I think come June, his contract's up. I think he's going to have to go on somewhere after 8 seasons since 2018 there with the Lakers.
I think one of the interesting with LeBron being there, this is one of his longer stops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it, when he started his career with the Cavs, then he went to
second longest
Miami, then he went back to Cleveland, and then out here. You know what I'm saying? He's been there for a long time, but like, when has LeBron ever felt like a Laker? Like, when has he ever really felt like embraced by that fan base and he embraced them?
Like Paul Pierce said, they don't love you like that. They don't love you like Kobe,
Right. And it's interesting because it's funny how that worked. That was said about Paul Pierce, by Draymond Green.
Exactly.
As Paul Pierce was going
he was with the Clippers.
Clippers. And for whatever reason, it's like the Jerry Curl just didn't quite fully materialize with LeBron. Even though he did win the championship, and then some people say,
speaking of Lakers, AC Green with the drip, the Jerry Curl drip.
And there are people who say it's a Fugazi championship. I don't agree with that.
It's Mickey Mouse, dude.
Yeah,
it's a Mickey Mouse title.
I don't like that, because regardless of whatever, you go through the thing and you win. I'm not a fan of that, but there are people who call it that. And there are Lakers fans who feel that way about it.
Two things can be true. You look up 2020 champs in the dictionary or history will record the Los Angeles Lakers. And then there should be an aspect that says they played in the same gym. They didn't have to travel.
I get it. But that was also a tough time in society. I mean, but my overall point is LeBron is going out sad there. His career is not going as well as he would want it to be at the end. And when we're all said and done, I would not be surprised if they move on from each other, because, again, it never felt real there. It never felt like LeBron was like even with the Miami Heat, when he was there, you knew that wasn't forever, but he felt like a Miami Heat. When he was with the Cleveland Cavs, he felt like a Cleveland Cavalier. Even when he went back after leaving Miami, it felt like coming home. LA was supposed to be this big thing for him. And it just felt like a pivot for him more than a real embracing. And as much as the Lakers are glitz and glamour, they were still a family-owned team for a long time with a very real fan base who cares about them in a very real way that LeBron never seemed to embrace.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm coming home. That was about, of course, back in Cleveland, 2014 to 2018. Been with the Lakers for the last
long time ago.
8 years there. Part of this, a lot of people remember, we're saying, Andrea, he's going to LA, thinking about post-career, Hollywood, got the studios, Spring Hill, all that stuff. Your thoughts here, LeBron and Lakers, are they heading for a divorce?
And, he really didn't even do a lot with that. He did Space Jam, and I guess he did the podcast, which got him the head coach that he wanted. I think it's a lot of the fact that he's had less autonomy than we're used to seeing LeBron James have in recent years. We're used to seeing LeBron completely control the team. And as the years have gone by, it seems like the Lakers organization has been more resistant to make that happen. And now they have another superstar to bail them out. A lot of the butting of heads, I think, comes with Rob Pelinka and the fact that those moves that they were making were never really LeBron centric. The LeBron formula is put a whole bunch of shooters around him. He dribble drives, he kicks out, or he slams it in, right? There's never been that real makeup with the Lakers or commitment to that style to make sure that LeBron is going to be
haven't been a good shooting team the entire time he's been there.
And it's strange. It's so strange because that's how literally LeBron's teams have won, or at least gotten far to the championship. So it really seems like this. I don't think this is retirement for him, but it feels like wherever stop that he goes will probably be the next, because this influence, it never, like nobody said, it never felt like it was quite right. We're always this close, but even with the championship, it was just a little bit of but Kobe's still better.
Like, do you even think of like
but
LeBron,
everybody else?
I'm put this way. Do you even think of LeBron as a top 10 Laker? Like, think about it, because like you talk about Lakers, you're about like Jerry
I was gonna say
West.
definitely not top 5.
Right? No. You talk about like all time. You talk about like the Jerry West of the world, the Magics of the world, the Kareems of the world. Before you even get to Kobe.
Yeah.
Maybe top 10, but definitely not top 5.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right. I'd have to
or like you can even look at different people who did more for the Lakers' success, like a guy like Michael Thompson, for instance, who doesn't get as much credit. Elgin Baylor, for instance, who we just do not talk about anymore. I can make a very strong argument. If you look at Lakers history, you look at who contributed to championships and success there, LeBron James may not even be in the top 10. And I'm not saying that to diminish LeBron James as a player, because he's an all-time top 5 player.
Sure.
But I'm talking about as a Laker.
You talk about beloved by the franchise.
Right.
And also
contributions to championships.
Yeah, and our producer Kevin brought up a good point. Like, Kobe unfortunately passed away during his tenure, and that mystique of Kobe was boosted up so much more and higher.
It started at the very beginning. You had those Kobe fans that really were, there was some tough times as far as the total embrace of LeBron. I'm trying to be fair here in my word choice, so I think that's fair. We'll keep an eye on LeBron and the Lakers. Man, look, that's the reports out there, and it is NBA insider Jake Fisher.
Hey, also keep in mind, LeBron is the only one to one championship as a Laker. And in Laker history, what is one?
That's not enough. No, one is not
even close.
You need both. All the greats have won at least 3, 4, or 5. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that, man. That third quarter is over here. We'll keep an eye on this NBA 2K matchup here. And it's a little lady, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. She is on her way here, up double digits here as they start the fourth quarter. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in New Jersey. Been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you'll find there in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa also is unapologetically, folks, Italian. Rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. They have a full menu, and whether you're looking for like an Italian dinner or maybe something like a very quick lunch, they've got it all for you. Plenty of options, folks. They've got all burgers, wraps, soups, salads, calzones, seafood, desserts, and more. They also got the Da Vinci Room, a boutique-style catering, and also luxury events where they have there. Also, they have the garden as well. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. And we're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Open every day of the week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. On Fridays, 11 a.m. to midnight. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world of the NBA and the W. Also got a couple of gamers who are playing NBA 2K26 for cash and prizes. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That is Chandler playing with the Hornets. He is down here. They're the home team. They're in white. You can see a little lady, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. She's playing with the Pistons. They're in the dark jersey. She has a double-digit lead here, up by 15. Fourth quarter, about 4 minutes and 5 seconds still. Got Nabas Wilborn right below me on the left-hand side, a writer for SI.com. Also in the middle of the screen, right below me on the right-hand side. That is Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NBA topics here. Alperen Sengun. Boy, my boy got ejected last week against my Celtics. They got blown out too because Jaylen Brown and they were missing like 2 or 3 starters, and the Celtics still beat them by like 20 plus points there. He called a ref here the B word, and it wasn't very cool what he did there. He said, "What?" basically, and he's like, he's on me. You didn't see that? He's like, "You a B." And I think Jaylen Brown and the Celtics guys were like, "Whoa, you got to get him out of here." And that's exactly what she did. So he really didn't even get teed twice. He got teed once and got thrown out the game. The referee here, the lady, Jenna Reneau, or Renee is her name, Reneau. So Reneau there. Your thoughts here, Andrew. I want to hear from you since you are a young lady as well. Look, he can't go there. You can't call the female ref the B word. You can't do that. He did apologize, and not only once, not twice, 3 times, Andrew, he called it a B word.
Sengun, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, and look what you did, man. I still am, I don't know, the official owner of the Alfred Sengun fan club. I really appreciated his game. I love Senguini, and for him to do this, man, it just puts a little bit, just water on the fire and dampens it a little bit. KYP, know your personnel, honestly, and there was an argument that we had about whether or not like you give him the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes you say things and you're like, hey, this obscenity, and you don't realize the context of the situation. Larry, he said once, not twice, but 3 times. You have to know your personnel and not say things like that, young man. And the rest of the audience, the rest of the Celtics, honestly, they picked up on it too. Watch your mouth, man. I don't care if you didn't intend for it to happen.
Jaylen Brown was like, whoa.
Bad look, terrible look, awful look. I hate it. Oh.
Yeah. Now, to his credit, a couple of days later, he didn't talk that night. I think that the next game, so it would have been the next day or the day after that, he did apologize. It's good to see that he took responsibility here. So that was good to see there.
All right. So
he did take responsibility.
All right. So let me start here. So one of the things when players get the scouting report.
Kev, are we frozen? Hold on. We're quick. Kev, we good?
Okay. All right. So,
is it me or you?
It was you probably, but we're good.
My bandwidth is low. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So typically,
Nabas, is it me?
So
I'm frozen. Okay,
no, you're good.
I was frozen. I didn't know if it was me or you. That's what I'm saying. I was going to try to change my. Go ahead. Okay, Nabas, go ahead.
All right. So typically, and I guess to pull the fans back a little, pull the curtain back for the readers and listeners here, right? And I do think it's important. So when players get their scouting reports, they also get a scouting report each game for the referees, right? And it has a picture of the ref, their number, and because referees have jersey numbers for people who may not realize that. And so, the referee's name, the jersey number, and typically has a bio of the referee along with how that referee usually calls the games based upon, the scouting reports that you get. It's a part of the advanced scouting report each player gets, as well as on the players. Okay. Now, where I would say one thing would be, if he calls every referee that word, one thing. However, in 2026,
you are reaching, my friend.
In 2026. And the world we live in with the hot mics and everything else, it just looks really bad when a man is literally looking down at a woman, literally looking down at her.
Sure.
Literally and physically imposing and then using that word. It just is not a good look. It Even if it's in the context of basketball, it's not a good look when he's literally bending down to that woman and calling her out of her name and using that word. It just is awful. There's no way around it. And I don't even know how to say it. Like there's no argument on behalf of it. There's no way. But do I think he's a horrible person for doing this? Do I think he should be canceled forever for doing this? No. He just did something stupid that he's gonna be reprimanded for heavily. And I hope he learns a valuable lesson, as well as all the other men in the league, particularly as there are going to be more women reps and more women assistant coaches as the sport continues to diversify. And we are going to have to learn more ways to be aware of who you're talking to and how it appears.
And this is where the art of the conversation and awareness can come into play too. Because as soon as everybody else is like, "Whoa, out of pocket," you be like, "You know what? I didn't even realize I'm tripping." Yeah, you got it. You know what I mean? But instead, he was dog-standard with it. So, like, or maybe he needed a moment to cool off. Then do it after the game. But there are ways to resolve this in which it didn't have to.
I don't know the way he called her. He called her that 3 times.
3 times. So it sounds like with intent. That's what I'm saying. If he didn't intend to do it,
he's done it before. That's what I'm saying. He's comfortable saying that word.
I do think it's also important to note that referees and NBA players, probably more than any of the other sports, they tend to have closer relationships sometimes.
Fair.
As far as like closer proximity, the way they communicate to each other. Also, we have seen histories where referees have picked on players. Go look at Tim Duncan's history with certain refs. Go look at other refs in their histories with certain players. And
players who have picked.
Right. And I'm just saying it could be a possibility that there could be a history between these two. And I'm very curious to see how this goes.
Yeah, you can't call her to be weird.
I agree. I'm not saying he's right. Let me be very clear. I am saying that he has to be more careful.
Sure.
I also think that hopefully he learned something from this, because even if he was right to be angry, you can't call that woman.
You can protest the call. You can be demonstrative.
You can do a lot of things.
Can't call her to be weird. That's it. Just exactly, dude.
Just gotta be careful.
Come on, know where you at, bro. But it's good to see that Alperen Sengun, he did apologize. So that's a step in the right direction.
Do better,
we'll keep it moving here. The 2K game is over here. Our little lady, she won. First time victory for her. So excited for her to see her journey continue.
Not great for my picks, by the
basketball.
way.
It's not great for my pick. I think we'll be tied in the top of the standings next week. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill. Located in New Jersey, Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere there. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with the drink in your hands? It's Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rubbed in sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salted pretzels, seafood baskets, and they're open every single day of the week except Monday. So 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday, folks, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Got the R&B nights of the weekend, also Latin nights as well. Man, the day party as well. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. We're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. The gaming is over. Lady at the bottom of the screen, a little lady playing with the Pistons, got the win over Chandler playing with the Hornets. I got my guys here. We're talking the latest in the world, the NBA and the WNBA. The basketball writer for SI.com, top right hand corner of the screen. That is Angela Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the association and the NBA topics. We're just talking about those Rockets with Alperen Sengun, as we like to call him affectionately, Senguining. How about KD? In a little hot water here towards the end of the week, right before the All-Star break this weekend. Of course, the format for the All-Star game this year is the USA versus the world. Got two USA teams, basically a young team and a couple of old heads on one team, and then the world team playing there. They'll play a little round-robin tournament there to figure out who's going to win that All-Star game. I believe 8 players on each team. That's how you get the 24 players there. So here's KD. He was asked a question by a reporter about whether or not the old head team, the team that KD is on, will play hard in the All-Star break. We all know about the talk about the All-Star game and whether or not they how hard they've been playing at least the last 5 to 10 years here. And here's KD's response being asked about the old heads and how hard they'll play. Shots fired towards a couple of guys, big stars on the world team. Here's KD. Take a listen.
You should ask the Europeans if the world team if they're gonna compete. I mean, because we look at Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic now. Let's go back and look at what they do in the All-Star game. Is that competition? So we haven't questioned what they've been doing, but we're gonna question the old heads and the Americans. But these two dudes out there, Luka and Jokic, they don't care about the game at all. These dudes be laying on the floor, they shoot from half court, but you got to worry about the old heads playing hard. I can read between the lines, bro. And I just think a lot of times, I'm just saying that I can read between the lines. And it's not just about you. It's just a overall topic that everybody has just been talking about. You just happen to ask me that question.
I will say that's.
You should ask the Europeans if the world team if they.
So that was KD there. He did wanted to make sure that he, told the reporter, look, I'm not directing this towards you, but you guys want to keep bringing this up. And you're not being completely transparent here and being full in your thoughts and your summation here. He was talking about, the old heads. And of course, KD's talked about this. This is an old head team. It's got Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, some of the older NBA All-Stars. But you guys never talk about a couple of guys on the world team and their all-star exploits, if you will, and how they've conducted themselves during all-star games. Look, KD is not wrong here. He's 100% correct here. Now, I do think when you look at the totality of the circumstances, look, they need to play a little harder, but also understand, what do you guys expect? You guys expect them to go this hard? Is there a middle ground? Can they go a little harder? I know they were talking about it on ESPN about these guys playing summer league and things like that. Look, the last thing you want is to see a guy get hurt in an all-star game. I don't care what person it is, what team you root for. Nobody's going to like that if that's one of those guys on your team. But KD was not wrong. And, hey, man, he did shine a little light on Jokic and also Luka there. Nabas, your thoughts here? KD, you okay with what he said?
Yes, because it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than the All-Star game, okay? And it gets into layers as to how basketball players are perceived and which basketball players is okay to critique and which ways we aren't. Because they keep telling me that the United States is getting surpassed by international players. And then they keep saying, well, the example of that is, well, the last few MVPs have all been international players.
Since what, 2018, 2019?
Right, and yet one of those is SGA, who played high school ball and college ball at America. Okay.
Actually played high school in Tennessee. My son played against him in high school.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, what are we talking about here? Also, show me a country that the United States has not beaten when it comes to international competition in the last 30 years. There literally is not a better Olympic program than the United States men's basketball team, other than the United States women's basketball team. Shout out to the ladies.
Yes.
Got to throw that out there. But outside of that, when it comes to winning international competition, the United States men's basketball program has. There is an unfair bias against American basketball players that portrays them as lazy, that portrays them as not taking the game seriously. There is an attack on the AAU system, the development system. Yet, when you look at the NBA, when you look at all the players in the NBA, where are they all from? They're still Americans, last I checked. Now, yes, there are more international players than ever, but they're from all over the world. No other country has a more greater concentration of good basketball players than the United States of America. There aren't too many times where I fly the American flag as a human being. But when it comes to basketball,
good job, man.
Right, this is as patriotic as I get. And I am saying, when it comes down to it, the United States has the best basketball players. Also, there is a thing where Jokic gets to act like he's uninterested. He gets to act like he cares more about his horses and things and going back to his homeland. And we joke about that. Let a James Harden act this uninterested. Let a Kevin Durant act uninterested and watch how we're treated.
No, James Harden does act uninterested at times. Kevin Durant, he plays. Probably the wrong comp there.
But look at how James Harden is discussed.
Right.
James Harden does not get discussed the same way Luka does or Jokic does in those ways. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's some real levels.
But a lot of stuff from James Harden is off the court too. I mean,
I agree.
Flying to certain cities, what time they work out. We also about the strip clubs.
But then
doesn't
Luka
Luka
is
show
also
up out of shape?
Yes, he is, and he's drinking beers. Yes,
yes. Hookah lounge, Luka, baby.
Hey, also, nobody has a problem with load management when Luka sits out.
That's true.
But when other American players sit out, all of a sudden we critiquing load management.
You got a good point. Very, very fair point there. Jump in there, Andrew, real quick. We got to move.
Yeah, I mean, I was not aware of like the All-Star game in particular, that framing being fully placed on Americans, or at least in my bubble, because I don't know, Luka doesn't do anything, and like you talk about Jokic doesn't either.
Well, you can go anywhere. I think some people took it as like racial, and then some people took it as nationalities too.
Well, but
I think really Wemby is the only player, and that besides
he did talk about Wemby too. He talked about Wemby too in this.
Wemby is the only player that actually is like, oh no, I want to put it on every single night, and I think that even now he's starting to slow up a little bit on that.
Wemby talks about he wants to play. Well, Wemby says he wants to play hard, and Kevin Durant was like, "All right, I'll believe it when I see it."
I hear you.
Yeah, no,
I hear you.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I like that drive though, because honestly, if you're talking about younger, it's not the older guys I look at, or it's not international guys I look at. I do think that there are younger players in the league in general, youth wise, who are like, "Hey, man, load management. I have to worry about my body," and then halfway through the season, they tend to act nonchalance. It's an endemic right now in basketball, unfortunately.
Well, I mean,
farming is all a thing that's happening right now. So I will say that there's a problem, but that being said, I feel like the old guard, like KD and the American guard too, is really holding it down.
They're setting the example for the new cats. That's what it is.
But there's layers to this too. Because
come on, we gotta move.
We do have it to where these players, what Jay-Z say, I'm a business man. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of these players, they see themselves as corporations.
They are.
And they want to stay healthy. And also, these All-Star breaks, these guys don't get breaks, the ones that are there. They're doing events from the minute they hit town.
This is what Jokic said a couple years ago.
And so by the time
it's like 3 days worth of stuff. Like
Friday, and it's a lot of stuff, man. By the time it's over, and I've covered All-Star games, All-Star weekends, it's a lot. By Sunday, everybody's dog tired.
Activation
all of them. Sure. And you grind it and you move it.
That's why I don't like to yell from the rooftops, because the last thing I want is to see one of my guys get hurt.
That's right, if somebody gets hurt at All-Star games.
I want them to compete a little harder, but I also understand somebody get hurt, I'm gonna be the first one like, what are they doing? You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't.
Hey man, and also it's a mid-season game. Yeah. And let's be real, nobody really cares. We just gotta have something to talk about, man. We still watch. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Yeah. Maybe we can find other ways to see to raise the compete level a little bit. We'll keep an eye on the All-Star.
Or just be happy there's some basketball on.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Also, it's Valentine's weekend. Go be with your lady.
Let's keep contest. They should try.
We got to move on. That fourth quarter, guys, brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City, a craft brewery there in Jersey City, producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers there, folks. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere, curated good times, made right there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events. Also got the beautiful rooftop. That's the jewel of that place, man. The rooftop overlooks Lower Manhattan, the Hudson River, and also the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. And we're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time, hence the word ISG, the intersection of sports, gaming. We're talking the latest in the world, the NBA and the WNBA. I got my guys here with me in the Bias Woodburn, a writer for SI.com, and also Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter for a bunch of different places down there in Atlanta. We also had a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes. The game is over. A little lady won, playing with the Pistons over the Challenger, playing with the Hornets. All right, guys, back to the topics real quickly. Speaking of those Pistons at Hornets earlier this week, we had a brawl. It went down there between Musa Diabate and also Jalen Duren. Kind of went head to head, face to face, and it was Duren that kind of mushed him. And that's when things really got interesting there. He was suspended a couple of games. Isaiah Stewart came running in with Miles Bridges. Miles, let me give you a little let me give you some advice here. Isaiah Stewart, he's known as the baddest dude in the NBA. Boxing, MMA, and stuff like that. That's probably not the guy you want to, sort of charge and get him out there. He stood his ground, but that's not the guy you want him to smoke with. Your thoughts here on the bro?
Well, I tell you what. I think some people would say for Miles Bridges, it is funny how he only has smoke with his hands for a woman, not a man. Any man of any
That's a
sort,
good point there,
according to what he has been
the
been
domestic
alleged
violence.
of,
He lost
and
almost
what
a
we know
whole
about
year
him.
a few years
That's
ago.
what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even that good of a player, to be honest. So the fact that he's even back in the league, he should be thankful. Which also, I think if Isaiah Stewart would have really connected with him, he might have been a hero in the league and probably would have got whatever.
Did you notice when it got close face to face, he went down low, almost like trying to take him out like a wrestling move.
Oh, Bridges.
He he didn't want to stand on. No,
because he don't want to stand toe to toe with a man. He only has that for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
absolutely.
Okay.
Allegedly.
That's
allegedly.
Go ahead, Andrew. Thank you.
Allegedly, I was happy.
According to allegations that were,
I would have loved to see Beef Stew actually connect, but that didn't happen. Yeah, you hate to see. I will say this: most of the time that we see modern NBA players get
Isaiah Stewart got 7 games, by
brawls,
the way. He's got the most.
Most of the time that we see them get into brawls, they really don't fight. They're actually like, hold me back, bro. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back. Well, they're trying. Oh, no. And, it makes sense the two people who ended up getting into the fight. It wasn't even two guys who were actually, going at it that got the most
Diabate and Duran, yes.
It was the guys who were, known for actually scrapping that ended up being on the court. So, at the same time, at least they were actually not scared of it. Like
Isaiah Stewart also knows here's the thing. I do not want to diminish him as just a goon because he actually is a good basketball player. He also is there to be a goon.
Yeah, he's also there for a little muscle.
He's also yes. Hey, and you have to, and see, here's the thing. That's a dying breed in the NBA, and I think guys like that are necessary because I do not think you need to have a roster full of skilled guys. You need to have somebody who's willing to throw them hands.
All right, we got to move on. We'll keep an eye on that. Isaiah Stewart did get the 7 games. Beef stew there. Yes, and Duran got a couple of games. We saw Miles Bridges and also Musa Diabate. Real quickly, got about 2 minutes left to go in the show, guys. Did you see the Clippers? Look at this right here. A player, it gets the ball. I believe this is Jordan Miller, rolls the ball in. Chris Dunn never touches it. So Miller goes and picks the ball up. I can't do that. That's a turnover. The crazy thing is the Clippers broadcast kept saying, hey, it's an 8-second violation, or did he kick the ball? No, it's a turnover. You can't touch the ball and be the first one to touch it when you throw the ball in. So basically the player picked up his own inbounds pass, and you can't do that. That is a turnover. You guys, I thought that was crazy. I thought it was weird too.
That looks like Atlanta Hawks like.
That does.
And it was funny that it's like, okay, it's the Clippers. Okay, I get it.
Exactly. I've never been a fan of the too many games in the season argument until this year, where it's just silly stuff like this happen. People aren't trying. Come on, guys. What happened to the game I love? Come on, guys. Chris Dunn telling him to pick it up too is crazy. Huh?
Dude, he's looking right at Chris. Yes. He never touched it. You're looking right at him.
In a league where there've been serious gambling allegations. There's been allegations of tanking where teams are taking out players and sitting out players. And this just looks awful. And it might not have been intentional. It just looks bad. It's got to be better than people pay a lot of money to go to these games, man.
That's true. All right.
People pay a lot of money to go watch this
funny.
stuff.
This is not your father's Clippers, or maybe it is. Maybe it's
still it is.
Honestly, this is not as clip show as anything. Okay,
that is
Clippers. We got
Atlanta Hawks basketball.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and bring in the winner of their NBA 2K matchup. How about this little lady? Clap it up, girl. That's what I'm talking about. How did it feel to go out there and dominate completely? You've been balling the last 2 or 3 times we saw you play. How did you get it done today? We're proud of you.
Well, I mean, I guess I've been playing a little bit more, so that helps a lot. And then just defense. Kate Cunningham is pretty good.
You ready to go next week? You get to play Zyrell. You ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we'll see you next week. A great job by you, man, representing with the USA basketball T-shirt. We're extremely proud of you. You want to be like little lady, or Chandler also plays great, Matt, and also college football. It's all online, ages 13 and up, man. You can win cash and prizes. Weekly King of the format. You win, you stay on the stage. You can join us now, theisgshow.com/NBA2K, theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Also got the merch out there for you. Plenty of merchandise for you guys. We got hoodies, we got T-shirts. Hoodies are $59.99. Hoodies are $29.99. Make sure you check those out. theisgshow.com ISG.com/shop. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys, for a little lady playing and playing very well. Also, Andrew Richmond. I already did that. I talked about the shop. We got to go. Also, a little lady. Shout out to her. And also, Andrew Richmond. Shout out to her as well. And also, shout out to my guy, Nabas Wilborn. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching ISG Basketball, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Enjoy the NBA All-Star Weekend. We'll see you next week, folks. Bye-bye.